I'm winging it. We'll see how that goes. That has a funny taste to it, by the way. Hi, I'm Jason with the Co-op, and I'm here to answer the question you sent in about what do I need to have with me when I'm on a bike ride? What I'm really talking about is the things I'm carrying with me to deal with basically a mechanical emergency or a mechanical issue while I'm out riding my bike. Hopefully not an emergency. We want to keep in mind that if we're not far from home, we don't really need to have these things with us because we can always walk our bike home or call and have somebody pick us up or walk back to the trailhead. It's when we're further afield or we're on a longer ride that we want to be able to deal with some mechanicals on our own. And they break down into basically, are you going to be able to keep air in your tires? Are you going to have some other kind of mechanical issue? And do you need to deal with your chain somehow? So I'm just going to go into my little underseat bag that I carry with me. Oh, I have an errant energy source for myself. I'll just put that off to the side. So the first thing that I want to talk about is basically getting a flat. Getting a flat is totally common in cycling. It happens with some regularity. Some people go for long stretches with no flat, and other times you can have a couple of flats in the same ride, which is a drag, but can happen. You want to be able to fix your tube, and you want to be able to get your tire and your tube off of your bike. So the reality of it is you may need some levers to be able to get your actual tire off of your rim. I like these because they have little mini patch. There's space to store patches right inside the levers themselves. You might have an older patch kit that has rubber cement and some other kinds of patches, totally legitimate. So I like that. If I cannot patch the size of hole or there's too many of them, that's why I'm carrying an extra tube with me. I always go for the patch first because it actually goes pretty quickly. But if I need to, I have a spare tube with me. You need a way to re-inflate your tire once you get it back onto your bike. CO2 inflator with a nozzle works really well, and you can just store this thing. You can see it doesn't take up a lot of space, goes right in my bag. If you don't have one of these, there are any variety of tiny little pumps. The tinier the pump, the easier it is to carry around with you all the time, but the more work it is to fill up your tire, of course. Another thing, you might have a sidewall blowout or some other kind of puncture in your tire itself, not the tube inside, but the tire itself. And so I carry a little piece of an old tire. It's an old road biking tire that I've just snipped off. That this can go on top of the tube, protecting a hole in the tire itself. I've used energy bar wrappers in the past. Just like tuck those up under there and let the tube push against that. Not quite as strong. A lot of people have talked about the old dollar bill trick. You can fold the dollar bill a number of times and put that in there, and because of the material itself, it actually will help you span a tire blowout on your bike temporarily, but that's another trick to kind of help you get back. So that's dealing with a flat. If you have some other kind of mechanical on your bike, everything on your bikes, it basically is either a Phillips head screwdriver or one of these Allen keys. And so carrying some type of biking multi-tool is pretty important. And the one thing I'm missing in this kit right here that I can actually have by bringing this other is if I have a problem with my chain, your chain can break, you might need to remove a link. And so there are bike tools with a chain break capability, so you can actually remove the broken links from the chain and fix your chain. It's a good idea to carry a master link for the type of chain that you have. So if you do have a problem, you can remove the broken links and replace it with a master link and get back on your way and on the road. So that's it. It doesn't take a ton of stuff to be able to fix a tire or a tube, be able to fix mechanicals on your bike, at least minor ones. And if necessary, carrying something to fix your chain is also a really good idea. All this stuff fits nicely in my little bag, and I just take this bag from one bike to the next and carry it around. If you don't want to have more than one, you can get away with one. I do that all the time. Emergency food. Cool. If you have any other questions, let us know in the comments below and we will work to get you an answer. Have a good one out there, you guys.